Hey, welcome back to the show. We've got another day of exploring tones with the Katana head. If you missed last week's video, I'd see that one first, but this is really just a continuation of that. I'm new to the Katana and the whole tone studio, and I keep finding out new things about it and things that it can do, and I was really trying to push it as far as I can and find the limitations, but the tones have just been really good. What are you doing? You weirdo? Yeah, the tones have just been really good and I'm really enjoying playing with it. I just discovered the variation of the amp button. I thought it would put you into a second bank or a second tier of presets, but it really gives a variation of each amp that you choose. And the variation just adds an element to the tone that you've got and makes it a bit more modern, a little bit more sizzle on top. And that matches some tones, but other tones where you want it to sound more organic and things, I tend to have it off. But again, talk is cheap. I'm just going to run through some tones that I've come up with this week and you can work out for yourself whether you like them or not. The first tone we'll check out is a Gojira tone off the Mars to Sirius album. And for this, I've actually got the amp variation turned off to give more of that organic feel. And this is a really raw 5150 style tone. It's really unique to the record and I think this amp captures it beautifully. And that's a pretty heavy tone. It's got great dynamics, it's really chunky and it seems to hold together with the lower tuning. So I thought it's better just for the test, just to see how it sits in a mix. And I've pre-recorded a right hand track and we've just got drums and bass going on just for a little part, just so you can see. And an element to the tone that I just think is super cool and it chunks right up is just on that I love that chunk. That chunk is so cool. Just quickly before we go to the next preset, I'll just hit that variation button and just add that extra sizzle to the tone. You'll hear it straight away. Anyway, this next preset is Chuck Schuldiner on the recent Death albums. And something that's really cool about this preset is I've assigned a certain value to the parametric EQ that I've used in the tone software. So as you move the effects dial, you actually move a certain value on the parametric EQ that I've set up, just so you can scoop or boost the tone just to suit each album. And that's a really cool solid state style tone that really crunches up in that 90s way. I've done my best to try and get a Pantera Southern Trendkill style tone using this software and the parametric EQs and the graphic EQs, and trying to play them off against each other just to try and get that unique sound and that bite that Dime had. But I think I've come close, but you definitely get it better with analog pedals, just the way that they react with each other. So it'll be really interesting when I try actual pedals through this next time. But for now, but anyway, just using the software, this is my Pantera tone from the Great Southern Trendkill. It's definitely got that right mood about it and the right sort of chunk going on, but I really feel it just needs that EQ from hell in the effects loop, and that'll come to life beautifully. But again, just using the inbuilt effects, if we just turn up the reverb and a little bit of delay there. And that's very cool just to play around with. All these features is in just one amp. But the last tone, and for this last tone, we'll just try and get Marty Friedman's guitar solo style tone from Rust in Peace. We got the rhythm tone last week. I was really happy with it. It's a really good tone. It's as good as any tone I've got out of any amp in the room, actually. So I thought I'll just see how this goes and see if we can get a solo style tone to match. And here it goes. don't spend too much time these days going through too many solos, as I'm more of just a rhythm player, and that's where I sort of focus a lot of my tones to, and I just really enjoy it. But as far as solos go, I think Marty Friedman's off Rust in Peace. They're my favourites of all time. Glenn Tipton is another one. He really makes me want to start picking up the guitar and soloing, but a solo tone on its own is just very mid-focused. It's not really nice to hear without the other instruments around, but without other instruments, this is Marty's tone from Rust in Peace. But anyways, I really hope you enjoyed the tones this week. This little amp's pretty cool. The more I'm learning about it, the more I enjoy it, the more I just want to try more and just work out more with it. I don't think it doesn't replace like the Marshall or anything like that, but it's just definitely fun that you can have all these sounds just built into it, that you can just take places and you're ready to go. I think I'd happily gig with this because you know the tones are there, you know how it sits in the mix, and your presets are just ready to go. It's just such a cool amp. It's got such a lot going on in one little package. But next week I want to try and put some pedals through the front end and the effects lip and try and get those really savage tones like Pantera or Exodus or things like that that really just make the amp come alive. So just see how we go. I'll see you guys next week. Take care. Bye for now. You want to go, mate? Oh, wait, don't eat it. Give me that back. Give it back. Oh, give it back, mate. I'll just have to get a new one. Yeah, I got a new pick, mate.